Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and our top 7 cars of 2024 continues today with number 5, the Maserati GranCabrio. Maserati is back. Gone are the days of unreliable cars that depreciate like a rock. I've driven a couple Maseratis this year, and they were fantastic. Remember, we're doing our top 7 countdown of 2024 every Monday. A video will post at 7 a.m. Eastern. Now, the criteria is for the top 7 is a car new or used that I reviewed in 2024. So far we've had the BMW Z4 M40 manual convertible. We've had the Civic Type R, and now at number 5, the Maserati GranCabrio, which is a convertible version of the Gran Turismo. So every Monday, we're going to do the countdown until the number 1 car is revealed on Monday, December 30th. So remember to hit the subscribe button for that. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss every Monday's video. And remember, you get Glenn's Car Collection 7 days a week now. You have shorts Tuesday through Sunday, so 7 days a week of Glenn's Car Collection. How can you keep getting this free content? Well, all I ask you to do, besides subscribing and hit the notification bell, is like and leave a comment in every video. All right, so here's the full review of the Maserati GranCabrio. And remember to watch out for those shorts, and I'll see you again next Monday. Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and today I have my first Maserati press car, the 2025 Maserati GranCabrio Trofeo. So essentially, this is the cabriolet version of the Gran Turismo, and Trofeo is the highest trim, highest horsepower without going electric. So this is my first drive video of the car. So this is filmed the day I got the car, and I had it for a whole week. And a lot of times, driving a car for a week, you may change your mind for the good and the bad points. More stuff comes out than if you just drove the car for a day. So this is the first drive video. To see the week-long video, which I still have to edit, subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll post that in the next couple of weeks, and we'll see if there's a difference between the two videos. All right, so the Maserati V8 is gone. You know, for our Maserati, for probably the best sounding cars, they basically essentially have V8s based on Ferraris. Well, no more. They're V6 turbos now, and we'll get into that in a minute. So this car has a 3-liter V6 with an 8-speed automatic. Now the horsepower on this car is 542 horsepower, and it has 480 foot-pounds of torque. So basically this engine that you're looking at is a detuned version of the Maserati MC20. Now the MC20, wouldn't that be a great car to review? Well, I asked Maserati and they said yes. So coming soon, maybe even next week, will be the Maserati MC20 review. So again, subscribe and hit the notification bell for that. So here is just our initial test drive of the Cabrio, and then we'll get into multiple videos with this car in a couple weeks. I'll post my week-long review of the car, and then I'm going to do a third video because there's so many cool features on this car. I think it entailed a third video. So now this GranCabrio is fast. It only comes in Trofeo trim, which is the highest horsepower trim right now. It'll go 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. Now the coupe is slightly lighter in 3.2 seconds. Now the GranCabrio, you do feel the weight, 4,300 pounds. So essentially it gains 245 pounds over the Gran Turismo version. But again, this is more of a GT car than a sports car, and I would probably get the cabriolet version. Only transmission available is an 8-speed ZF automatic, and it is a good one. It has 4 driving modes: Comfort, GT, Sport, and Corsa, and we're going to use all of them in this video. So remember guys, every Monday I do a full review at 7 a.m. Eastern time, whatever press car we have for the week, or I update you on my own fleets, and then we have shorts, YouTube shorts from Tuesday through Sunday. So you have Glenn's Car Collection 7 days a week. Okay, so now let's get into it and drive the car. And again, this is my first drive review. Make sure to like, comment, and share this video. Let's get into it right now. Okay, so now we are inside the Maserati. This is a good interface to use, actually. CarPlay was very easy to set up. It has all your screens here. You can easily stream your music, no problem. One thing that may get old quick is your automatic transmission buttons are on the screen. So you got park, drive, neutral. Well, let's start the car first, actually. Let's start the Maserati. All right, so we fired up that turbocharged 6 with over 500 horsepower, over 400 foot-pounds of torque. So it may be kind of hard, especially when you have sunglasses on and can't see it, to go into the drive modes here. So drive, you want to shift manually, you press M, you press it a second time, essentially, press it M, press it D, so it's basically toggle, not left or right. Neutral, reverse is there, parking. HVAC control is easy when you're stopped to look at, to change everything, do your heated and cooled seats and everything like that. Difficult when you're moving. So most cars just have a button that you would turn, or like my Panamera, you click, very easy to go up or down with the temperature. Here you'd have to look down. So I only recommend doing it when the car is stopped. And hopefully this lasts 20 years from now, raising up and down the top goes by a slider. So you slide it across to open it, hold it down for whatever it is, 10, 15 seconds. Same thing when you do it. So you need to keep holding it and make sure it goes all the way, because it's very easy for it to only go 80 or 90%. You think you're done, but you're not actually done. You can easily go through the drive modes here. We have Comfort, GT, Sport, and Corsa. Corsa will put the heads-up display, which I don't know if you could see. It's hard to see with polarized sunglasses, and also even a G meter, and takes some of your assistance off. So we'll start easy in the GT mode, and we'll go from there, and we'll let it shift in automatic mode. All right. So acceleration, Maserati says, is 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. The only transmission available is an 8-speed ZF transmission, which is a great transmission, which is in a million different cars nowadays. The ride is pretty good. It's definitely a stiff car. So when you have the top down, you don't have the flex that you did years ago in convertible. So it is built very well. I've had trouble a couple times getting the top all the way down. I've got it 95% of the time. Maybe I was doing something wrong. Maybe something was caught. I don't know. But now it's been working fine. This is a brand new car. Only has about 300 miles on it when they gave it to me. So special thanks to Maserati Corporate out of Michigan, providing the car and for providing me with the full tank of gas. All right, so we're still in one of the comfort modes here. So what I'm going to do now, and it just rides like a regular car, perfectly normal. And now that it's all-wheel drive, I definitely notice the extra grip in this car. So now let's go down to turn into the right to get to sport mode. And we'll drive an automatic for now, and it shows you that your little Maserati is sporty in red, even though this car is a matte finish. The matte finish on this car is a $4,500 option. This car starts, the convertible, at about $203,000. This one is equipped $231,000. We'll do a whole video where we go through all the options. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss that. Let's go into manual mode, and we'll downshift from fifth to third to second, and we'll get some pops if we accelerate here. There you go. It accelerates really fast. That all-wheel drive makes a difference. So remember, I do videos 7 days a week now. So a full-length video like this, a review on Mondays at 7 a.m. Eastern, and then shorts from Tuesday through Sunday, usually in the afternoon, around 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time. So make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss that. Like and share this video so my channel can grow, and then I'll get more cool cars to review. And as always, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of this car, and then leave a second comment what you want me to review next. All right, so now we were in fourth gear. When we do an automatic mode to save gas mileage, it really does put you in the higher gears. Just cruising along there, we were in fifth gear going like 30 miles an hour. So I just downshifted twice with manual mode and sport. And what we'll do now is we'll turn it to the right again and get us in Corsa mode. This car has an electronic limited slip differential. We'll do a couple more back roads, and then we'll do a quick acceleration on the highway. Now you do feel the weight of this car. It is a heavy car. So you're not cross-shopping this with a GT3, even though a GT3 with markup probably cost the same amount of money. You're getting this car because you probably don't want a Porsche. Maybe you want a Ferrari, but you want a new car with a warranty. Yes, you could get a 458 probably for this price, but it's a 10-year-old car, probably not certified from Ferrari. So here you could get a brand new Maserati, cruise around with 4 people Now, I think it is tight. I'm 6 feet tall. I have big feet. So I don't know if I could fit my foot in the back sitting in the rear seats. I think if you have small feet and maybe skinny legs, you probably can. But I don't think that I can sitting behind myself. I think there's room to get back there, but I don't think my feet would fit back there. Now the ride gets noticeably stiffer when you go into sport and Corsa mode. So the best mode to drive this car, and the shifts are, remember, it's an 8-speed ZF, so it is not a dual clutch. It's got a torque converter. But because you want it to be sportier in the sport and Corsa modes, it kind of bangs off the shifts more. So the shifts are definitely rougher. So again, we're in Corsa mode. Acceleration just goes, the all-wheel drive. It reminds me kind of of the F-Type. The F-Type rear drive was kind of all over the place with traction, like a Hellcat or something. You give it all-wheel drive and all of a sudden it's fixed. So the same thing, this car, all-wheel drive, every single one of that 500 plus horsepower gets to the ground. Now, I drove these same exact roads in the GT4 RS video. That car is way more lighter, way more nimble than this car. So this is not a nimble car. As much as I'm trying to make it a nimble car, it is not. But what it's really good at, it's comfortable, it's fast, you got a lot of room here, at least the front 2 passengers, and it's fun to drive. If you're going to spend $200,000 on the car, it better be fun to drive. All right, we'll go on the highway here, do a little bit of acceleration onto the highway. So we're in 3rd gear, the big 3 over there, 2. It also gives you a G meter. What fun is that? That's a lot of fun. That's what it is in Corsa mode. All right, so we could do a little acceleration here. Now, wherever you're going to go, you're going to catch the car in front of you, unfortunately. So we'll go back up. We'll do one more acceleration. Maserati claims a 0 to 60 time of 3.4 seconds, and it feels just like that, to be honest. These brakes are steel. I believe ceramic are optional, but this car has steel brakes and they work fine. You know, I think honestly, I've had ceramic brakes in the McLaren and the Porsche, and they work 1,000 times better than the Porsche. If you're going to get ceramic brakes, get them in Porsches. Don't get them anywhere else, because I just don't think they're too extreme in other cars. This guy's got needs his muffler fixed or something. The signal is loud. Not the most pleasant sound. What I don't like in my RDX, I don't like the signal sound. Drives me crazy. There we go. All right. We fix this mirror. I don't know what this car is waiting for. It's really hard to film during the day because everybody drives half the speed limit. The speed limit's 40, everybody drives 25, or you're behind dump trucks, landscapers, oh my. All right, so now we'll put the windows back up. All right, we'll accelerate in a second. Ready? And there we go to 60 miles an hour. The materials in this car are really nice. I like the deviated stitching. You got the nice clock front and center. Transmission is very responsive. Acceleration is very responsive in the Sport and Corsa modes. More relaxed in the other modes. Handling is good for what it is. So it handles well. We got a ton of traction coming out of corners with the all-wheel drive, but it is, you do feel the weight. Let's try one more time here. Try one more. So your red line is up in the 7,000 range, and it gets there no problem. Cars are so fast now. I remember back in the day, like if you had a 7-second to 60 Mustang GT like Fox body, that was like crazy fast. And now cars are in the 3s, supercars are in the 2s. We'll have an MC20 review coming up. I'll probably be driving that car when you see this video. We'll drive a little bit more, and then we'll do the top up and down. All right, so let's dial it back to sport. I think sport is still my favorite way to drive this car. So now we're in 3rd gear. We're gonna go down to 2nd. So Corsa mode would give us a more pronounced downshift there. Well, even in Corsa mode though, it's not as loud, and downshift to 1st automatically. Even in Corsa mode, it's not as loud as you think it is, certainly with the top up. But even with the top down, some of the downshifts, like if you accelerate and let go of the gas abruptly and get that popping noise, that's pretty loud. And some of the downshifts, but otherwise, you know, just driving normally, giving it moderate gas and acceleration is not as loud as I thought it would be, but I'm sure there'll be a ton of aftermarket options. This car gets a lot of looks. I stopped for coffee and probably 10 different people turned around or came up and looked at the car. So this car gets a ton of looks. Even in this matte finish, you know, in a brighter color, if this was like a yellow or a blue or a red, I'm sure it would get even more looks. All right, we're gonna go the opposite of this dump truck. I really like the steering wheel. It's really got a good grip on it. It's a good size. It's thick, but not too thick. I'm only getting 9.9 miles to the gallon. So that's, again, maybe this is a new car, so it's not there yet as far as gas mileage. Usually the first tank or two of gas, mileage is not very good. Let's go. And it accelerates to the speed limit very quickly. All right, we'll take some turns over here. We'll do a full video on it after I've had my week with it. This is just my initial impressions, my first drive of the car. So again, hit the subscribe button, notification bell for that. Because a lot of times, you know, after I drive it for a couple days, there's things I like more. There's things I don't like. So far, I've only had it for a few hours, and so far, Glenn really likes it. All right. We'll do these back roads, and then we'll do the operation of the soft top. It's also got a remote start. Now in these turns, you definitely feel that weight. All right, so now let's do that top operation. So we're gonna go to Cabrio. It took me a while to figure this out. And then when you slide your finger to the right to open it, and you would slide it to the left, but the problem is you have to leave it there. And what happens is you think that it's all the way up or down, and it's not 100%. You will get a warning light, but I haven't necessarily got something that says it's done like you would on, I see other cars. Okay, there it says convertible top open, okay. And then if I leave it, it brings the windows up. All right, so I'm gonna drive this car for the rest of the week. Again, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. because I'll post a full video after I have this for a whole week, and that will be on a Monday, maybe not next Monday, at 7 a.m. Eastern time. So leave 2 comments. One, what you think of this car, and then the second comment, what car you want me to review next. Once I have a bunch of people asking for a car, I can go to the manufacturer and a dealer and get that car for you. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.